Hi, Terry.
Hi,
Did you have time to go over your review that I sent you?
I did.
Good. Now, you know I'm going to be doing your review because your previous manager, Bob retired, and since he retired, um, I had to fill in the blanks for him. So I got with your managers that you worked on for all the quarters of the year, and they gave me some information on you to complete your review so we
Okay.
can continue to work with you in your career development at Acme.
Okay.
Okay. First is design quality. This creates graphic design images, layouts. How well do you do this? You meet expectations.
Okay.
Some of the comments from your managers that you worked for: Terry ended her year strong in graphic design. You enhanced your skills as a designer, and you have strong design skills. And your cover art is very popular among your peers.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Second, efficiency. This is the extent to which the employee works efficiently and completes your projects on time. Now, I did have, you met expectations here, but I did want to talk to you about it because all of, or the majority of the managers you worked for mentioned that you tended to be late on your deadlines, and you kind of, since you were late, then there were typos, and a lot of work needed to be done for rework for other people, and it was really Working World Fun game products. You late twice and had typos. So do you have anything you wanted to say on that?
Well, I wanted to make sure everything was perfect and probably delayed myself working on certain pieces of it longer than I should have.
Right.
And then at the end, I probably rushed to get it in.
Yeah. I do have some things I want to go over with you in the summary at the end.
Okay.
Because I think we need to work better on getting stuff in timeliness and
Okay.
quality, because we don't want rework. We want to work smart.
Right.
All right, so we'll go back to that.
Okay.
Communication, the extent to which the employee listens and responds to the particular graphic design objectives of projects in different departments. I had that you met expectations there from the information I received from your managers you worked for last year. It was a meets, but they did say that you need to work on your timeliness, that you're not responding to your emails as quickly as you should. And Boshar mentioned that while you're working on the Acme branding campaign, that you didn't respond quickly there on emails either. So you know why that would be?
Probably going back to focusing on a certain piece and got delayed in responding back to how I should have.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go over that because we really need to make sure that we're working smart.
Right.
Technical readiness, the extent to which the employee is proficient in the use of essential graphic design tools and software. I had you as meets there. You continue to do a good job with very basic designs, but this is from the managers you worked for.
Okay.
We think you'll continue to flourish learning a web design program that Acme uses, because you're really good, I guess, at everything you do. You just don't know what Acme does, so that would be a good starting point for you to help you in your career here at Acme.
Okay.
This will be to your advantage, and you're already good at that, so it should be okay. Number 5, your adaptability and versatility, the extent to which the employee quickly gets up to speed. You're always flexible. Your managers that you worked for said you're always flexible, and you meet the needs of the team. You stay focused on a work and a can-do attitude, which is great.
Good.
Bashar even advised you're very flexible to deal with and positive, so that's really, really good.
Good.
6, attention to detail, the extent to which the employee consistently delivers professional, error-free work and follows required processes. Again, I had you as a meets here based on the information given from all 3 managers. We had that you ask questions and that when you feel necessary, so that's good because you want to remain on track with the project, so that's
Right.
a good thing. Number 7, responsibility and commitment, the extent to which the employee accepts job assignments and additional duties willingly and takes responsibility for own performance and job assignments. And I had you as a meet here as well based on that.
Okay.
But I did have a couple of remarks from the managers you did work for last year. So one was Terry needs to pay more close attention to content and deadlines. She often turns in assignments in late that need to be corrected, and so that's kind of back to what we talked about earlier. Number two, and Terry had some bumps in the Bike Smart campaign. The content did not appear to be checked carefully, causing rework, and even the director had to get involved there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, any idea how we can?
Just slow down and
Well, I think you're
focus.
slow. I think you're slow. You're pretty.
consideration.
Maybe you're waiting till the last minute to
Could-
get some of your stuff
Right.
done. Maybe if you could be a bit more organized in your work, and instead of waiting till the last minute.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. Yes.
Okay. Let's see, attendance. I had you as a meets here. I did not see anything from your managers that said you didn't. Now the previous year you had, this year you hadn't, so you had an improvement there. So that's really, really good. All right, number 9, initiative. The extent to which the employee seeks out new assignments, proposes improved work methods, suggests ideas to eliminate waste, and finds new and better ways of doing things. Had you as a meets here again. I have you take initiative by participating in meetings. While working on the Acme branding campaign, Bouchard advised too that you participate and get along well with others. So that's great.
Good.
That's a good foundation, and we always like to have a good foundation here at Acme. It gives us something to build on. Adherence to policy. This is the extent to which the employee follows company policies, procedures, and work conduct rules. You comply and follow safety rules and regulations. I had you as a meet, and I didn't have any saying any differently, so I showed that you followed the safety regulations and you complied with that.
Good.
Number 11. Sorry, I forgot to read it before I turned it over. The extent to which the employee demonstrates proper judgment and decision-making skills. I have you take the initiative. You offer multiple options to peers, which is good. And that could be kind of why you turn your stuff in later, because you're looking at a whole bunch of things. So maybe
Right.
that's a good place to start when we kind of go over that.
Okay.
And Candace, when you're working on the World of Fun Game Products one, she noted that you offer multiple options with your peers. And they, if you turn it in late, it's great that you're giving them the option
Right.
to look at other things, but if you're giving it to them late, they really don't have time to look at it anyway, so all that works for naught.
Right.
So if maybe it's great that you want to give extra options, but maybe you want to just make sure you prioritize a little bit better.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Accomplishments or new abilities since the last review. I think you had multiple projects you worked on this year, and you showed exceptional design work, solid performance, and continually shows strong design skills. The errors that you need improvement, I think, are timeless and quality. We talked about that. We touched on it a few times in here.
Right.
You need to be able to turn your assignments in on time and in good order. And I think a recommendation for your development would be to learn Acme's design program.
Okay.
You might even be past what Acme's design program is, but we definitely want you to know that since it's the
Right.
foundation of our company.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now the way that I thought maybe we could help with your, because your overall rating obviously was a meet expectations,
Okay.
but the way I thought maybe we could kind of manage your quality and your timeliness, I think if you try to start turning in projects on time first,
Okay.
try to get to that. Just turning them in on time, and that means prioritizing your work. You find out a due date and you prioritize from the date you receive it till the date it's due to make sure it's complete. Everybody makes mistakes, but we really need to decrease the errors.
Right.
So I'd like for you to increase the errors you are making now at least in half.
Okay.
So we can, within 3 months, get to half the errors, and then within 6 months get to where we don't have any errors.
Got it.
Again,
Okay.
everybody makes mistakes, but we really need to be cautious that
Right.
we aren't having people rush the end, especially a director rushing to the end and losing
Right.
company's time.
Right.
You need to have all your assignments turned in on time after that 6 months without error. And I think that you have proven that you have the skill. You just need to be more accountable and use your time more wisely.
Okay. Okay.
Did you have any questions for me?
No, ma'am.
All right. Well, thanks for meeting with me today.
Thank you.
All right.